Yes, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing? And welcome back once again to yet another episode of Proudly Motherland. Yes, if this is your first time coming through, man, they call me Mr. J. I'm a motherlandian living out in the diaspora, and for the past couple of months, I've been dropping vlogs talking about issues affecting my continent because, yes, as you guys know it, man, I am a proud son of the soil. Yes, Africa is my home. Now before we get started, I just want to say, man, I appreciate everybody who's been coming through, man, checking Mr. J out, leaving a comment, giving us a like, man. It feels very, very good to see that a whole lot of people can relate with what we are trying to do on this platform to shed light on issues affecting my continent, and it just tells me that, man, you have Africa at heart. And so before we get started on this vlog for today, I want you to please give us that thumbs up, man, and do not forget to subscribe, man. The channel is growing, man. The goal is to take it to 50k plus this year, and I know that with your help, man, we got this locked. Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, I did drop a vlog earlier talking about the recent situation of one of the greatest up-and-coming presidents and leaders from Africa, from the Sahel region. Man, he sent a warning shot to the president of Nigeria. But this vlog, I want us to talk about something else. You feel me? And I do appreciate everybody who is watching. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching the news, like I keep saying, man, there's a whole lot of news that has been coming out from Africa, and that has been from the Sahel region, because that region, man, they are trying to shake things up. They are trying to move away from the normal mindset of we are being controlled by colonial masters, and we got to bow down and say yes to our colonial masters, and imperialism has to leave on. These leaders, man, I'm talking about leaders of the Republic of Niger, leaders from the Republic of Burkina Faso, and leaders from the Republic of Mali. And of course, we had the Guinea guy who is actually facing some situations right now, man. But I want to talk about the recent post from one of these leaders, man. And this leader we're talking about is President Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, man. A young, charismatic leader, great leader, man. Somebody who came with a vision, somebody who has his people at heart, somebody who got tired of the normal, man. Somebody who got tired of seeing his people being rich in natural resources, but yet they suffer, man. They die from, poverty. They die from lack of medical attention. They die from, while the elites in that country lived to the top of their life, man, embezzling money and, traveling and enriching their families, and the other people are left to die. Now, let me just give you a backdrop, man, of the history of this beautiful country, man. Burkina Faso is it's a country known by its name, which means the land of the incorruptible people, and there is a story to Burkina Faso's fight and struggle to liberate itself from colonialism, and we can talk about its first president, man, Thomas Sankara, another great African Pan-Africanist who came into power with a vision, and he tried to change things, but was soon killed and cut short by his own best friend, who later on ruled that country for a long period of time, and then he was ousted, man. Hey, that's not what we're trying to focus on today. I want us to focus on Captain Ibrahim Traore. This man has been compared to fallen hero, man, Thomas Sankara, because this man's vision for that country, this man's the goals and and the love for his people has made him an international topic, because this man has been doing things that many of our corrupt African leaders today have not been able to do. And one of these things, man, that he has been doing is ensuring that his people come first. Whatever natural resources that is from his country belongs to his people. His people must get jobs. Any natural resources that is coming out from his country should benefit its people first before benefiting any other person globally. And we applaud that. The whole Africa has applauded this young leader, although we have a couple of presidents who are part of a bloc that is actually trying to maintain the old system of, well, let's have a puppet in position so that he can help us to still. But this leader has come in with a different energy, a different mindset, and a different drive. And he's been partnering with people that are guiding and helping him so that he can achieve this drive. But of course, we all know that with the history, the political history of Africa is this. Any African leader who comes into power and tries to actually make life better for his people, the West is always angry. Any African leader that comes and tries to put his people first, the West is always annoyed. They are mad. And of course, we have seen that with this young leader, man, Captain Ibrahim Traore. This man has survived almost 4 assassinations and coups. Yes, the West have been orchestrating. When we talk about the West and the case of French Africa, we all know who the captain of that is. Of course, you all know that is France. But we are not going to dwell on that. Now, after facing all these hardships, after coming into power and vowing that he is going to change the normal, he's going to bring in a different system in place, he's going to ensure that the Burkina Faso citizens, that his people enjoy from every bit of resources that that country has to offer. This has not gone without enemies. I'm talking about enemies from without and enemies from within. And this vlog is one of the vlogs that we're about to talk about the recent statement that this young and charismatic leader who has come into place to help his people prosper. He posted recently on X, formerly known as Twitter, man. This man, after trying to do something for his people and realizing that there are still people in-house that are vehemently trying to work with the colonial masters, with the imperialists, with the West and its allies to stop him, just like they did to his forefather, man, Thomas Sankara. This man has had it up to here. Now, you would be surprised to see that when somebody comes in Africa and they're trying to change the system and they're trying to make the lives of their people better, the West is never happy. Western powers are never happy, and the allies, man. Now you ask yourself, but why is it that they on their own path? I'm talking about the West. The West, they are doing everything to ensure that their people have the best of chances. And when it comes to those in motherland, they don't want to hear that. So any leader that pops off and trying to talk a whole lot, they're like, man, we got to take him out. That is what happened to Patrice Lumumba. That is what happened to Julius Nyerere. That is what happened to a whole lot of Thomas Sankara. We can go on and name them. Samora Marisha, we can name them, but that is not why we're here. I want to quote what this young charismatic leader said, man, Captain Ibrahim Traore. He said, "No more sentiments for traitors." Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are an African and the leader comes into place, if you're an African politician and the leader comes into office in your country and he is striving to ensure that his country or your country and the people are put first, the people get the best of the resources from the land, and you think that a foreign power can come in and just give you a couple of millions of dollars and you will sell your conscience and you will try to work inside with these foreign entities, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are a traitor. You are a huge traitor. And when we look at the political history of Africa, man, some of the greatest minds in Africa, they were sold out by traitors. I'm talking about in-house traitors. So this leader is not having that. Captain Ibrahim Traore said he's not having that anymore. So no more sentiments for traitors, man. Let me quote what he said. "We no longer have any feelings for traitors." Now, ladies and gentlemen, when a good leader comes into power and they try to ensure that everybody has a decent livelihood, a decent means of earning some money to take care of your family, prosperity, and in-house people try to take him out by working with the outsider, the foreigner, in this case France and the West and the allies, you are a traitor. If we go through the history of Africa, man, we've seen that. A whole lot of African good leaders, man, they were sold out by traitors. Let's not even go far. Let's talk about Burkina Faso, Thomas Sankara. This man was sold out by who? His closest ally. Yes, Blaise Compaoré. He was killed and assassinated. Oh, well, there's a whole lot of debate on this, but you would not tell Mr. J, you would not tell us on Proudly Motherland that man wasn't bought. And we've seen that the West have this, I'm talking about the West, especially the Europeans, man. They have this tactics of always buying out people in your own camp to ensure that you do not do certain things that would prevent them from actually stealing and benefiting from your own resources. Now I want to ask us a question as Africans, man, as citizens and children from Africa. Why is it that some of us, we do hate to see good leaders prosper? Why? Why is it that we prefer to always ensure that the white man, the European, gets the best of our resources and then he throws us crumbs? Why? I'm saying why because Africa is ours. I'm a son of the soil, and so we need to come together and decide and talk about this stuff. But you see, in the case of Captain Ibrahim Traore saying this man has had enough of it, man. His men have survived, man. 4 coups d'etats, man. There have been 4 attempts to take him out. And when we say take him out, it's not just overthrowing him, because we see that leaders like this leader, man, they just don't take you out. They eliminate you. They unalive you. What they did to Patrice Lumumba and they did to Thomas Sankara. And there's no doubt in my mind that France and its allies, man, I'm talking about the European unions and countries out there, they want to take this man out completely. Because what this young leader is doing is what most African leaders are supposed to be doing. Now let me ask you this. Do you think that if you were in the position of Captain Ibrahim Traore, you would be like, okay, let me just forgive and forget? Just like I saw some comments on the Twitter post, and we have to forgive and forget and move on. Yes, we can forgive and forget, but when the traitor has tried more than 4 times, because there have been more than 4 assassination attempts on this young leader's life. It's no longer about forgiving and forget. I'm afraid I'm going to say this, man. There's the book by Niccolo Machiavelli, The Prince, man. You don't have to show compassion sometimes. Sometimes if you become so lovable, that is where your weak point is going to be. I'm going to end this vlog by saying this. Do you guys think that this leader coming out and saying that enough with the traitors, do you think that any person that is caught conniving or working with the West, especially France, to try to destabilize Burkina Faso, do you think that they should be killed, or do you think that they should be dealt with accordingly? Man, leave a comment, man. That's my time, and I hope that I did this vlog resonates with you. I'll please ask you once again, do not forget to give us that thumbs up, because the more thumbs that you give us, the more YouTube understands what Mr. J and Proudly Motherland we trying to do. We just doing all of this because I love Africa, man, and I'm gonna do my bit to always come and we have this conversation. Now let me just end this vlog by just saying one more thing, man. Let me end this vlog by saying one more thing. Now, if you come out of several coups d'etats and several assassination attempts, it only means one thing, and that thing is this. Either your people love you so much that they will fight for you, or they will defend you, or it means that you have partners and friends that are actually putting your security in front of anything else. I love you guys, man. Be good men and have a blessed week. We out.